What is up, metalheads? It's Monday. It's 8 p.m. If you've paid attention on the Facebook page, you know that it's time for Match 6 here in Season 2 of Full Metal Trivia. I'm your main host for the evening, Alex Warden, the Director of Operations, and as Jeremy referred to me the other day, I guess I am now the Commissioner of Full Metal Trivia. I don't think that title's going to stick, though, not the way I act. But I'm not alone tonight. The man who made me Commissioner is also here with me, co-hosting, writing tonight's questions, and just overall being the nicest guy in the league. You know him, you love him, Jeremy the Adam Adams. Jeremy, how's it going?
It's doing great. I'm so happy to be here tonight. We got an awesome panel, got some new guys, got some returning players. This is going to be really cool tonight and some big personalities. So I'm just excited to see the fireworks.
Oh, definitely. And also joining us on the hosting team, doing production for us, scorekeeping, timekeeping, watching out for the chat, and just overall being amazing. It's everyone's favorite Canadian nightmare, Harley Borich. Harley, how you doing tonight?
Doing pretty good. Of course, I want to see who will be the one person to rule them all. And technically, it's not 8 o'clock, it's 8:11.
Boom, yeah, like we're going to be on time. We know that all here at Full Metal. So on that note, we have a 6-person panel tonight for players. And, well, I know it's sometimes chaotic, but that's when sometimes it's the funnest. Let's go ahead and introduce the players. Starting off, we have a returning winner from Season 1, who you may see from Season 2 as well, who you may see later on this week in a specialty match, but he's here tonight to prove that his first win of the season wasn't a fluke. You know him as the leader over at There Will Be Trivia as part of Worldwide Movie Games, Henry Confidential. Henry, what's going on?
What's up, man? Yeah, I want to prove that my first win wasn't a fluke, or I want to find out that it was, and I can just stay home and drink myself to sleep. So we'll see what happens first.
Well, let's hope for the former, but more than likely the latter. On that note, let's move on to another returning player from Season 1, somebody who hasn't been in the ring for a while here in Full Metal, but we are very happy to have him back. Ladies and gentlemen, Subrath Sharma. Subrath, what's going on?
Another winner.
Yeah, I'm just good to be here, back in Season 2. I mean, it's been a while. Like, I just hope the rest isn't getting to me. I mean, let's just see how it goes.
Well, we'll see. The rust can get you, but sometimes the rust is good to shake off. That said, we're going to go over to another player making their Season 2 debut, returning from Season 1. He is the dude, Andrew Hayes. Andrew, what's going on tonight?
Nothing much. It's been a while for me, too, and I think this is a pretty interesting group of players, so...
Yep, that it is. And another returning player, we have a member of the Atomic Nation roster alongside me and Jeremy and a couple others on the panel tonight. You know him, you love him. He's the host of 52 Must-See Movies and Why They Matter here on Full Metal, Dan Skip Allen. Dan, what's going on, buddy?
Yeah, I'm glad to be back. I came out of retirement. I just, it was a bug that was just eating at me, and this trivia thing, I just couldn't put it away. I had to come back and put a beat down on some people.
Well, glad we're here to help you scratch that itch. 2 more players to introduce. Next on the docket, I'm going to introduce someone who is completely new here in Full Metal, but you may have seen previously in the There Will Be Trivia Teams Tournament, someone who, if you watch his reaction videos, is not a fan of my haircut. Ladies and gentlemen, Jan Engelman. Jan, what's going on?
Well, good evening, I'd say. Well, it's like 2 in the morning here, so I don't know. Last time I played, I got my ass kicked by Jeremy, and now he's writing the questions, so let's see how this one goes.
Yeah, that's the thing. Jeremy will whip you silly and then write questions that you like or hate, but we'll see what happens. And finally, we have one new player entering the Full Metal ring tonight. He is Dominic Rizzi. Dominic, you're making your debut. Last week, a debuting player, Jonathan Peck, won the whole shebang, putting me out in the final. You think he can have just as good odds tonight?
I'm new to this league overall, but I've been watching the Schmodown, like the actual Schmodown, for ever since it started back in 2014. And not to brag, but I like to say that I'm pretty good at trivia. In both games that I've played so far, I'm undefeated. So we'll just see. I'll just let my skills speak for themselves tonight.
All right. Love the attitude going in. So on that note, that's your players. Those are our hosts. So let's just get down to business. Round 1 works like this. Contestants will be given 8 questions from a predetermined set of categories. They have a 15 count to respond by writing down their answers on a whiteboard. After the count, we'll call on each player to reveal their answers. Correct answers are worth 1 point. Incorrect answers are worth nothing. The player with a lead going into round number 2 will get an advantage. The player with the lowest score after round 1 will be eliminated. Reminder, contestants, you have 3 repeats you can use per match. Unless there's a connection issue we identify, we'll offer a free repeat. A repeat will trigger an automatic 5 count for the rest of the players, and we ask that you keep your hands and writing implements in frame at all times during play. Contestants, are you ready?
Chip.
Then let's find tonight's one player to rule them all. Jeremy, hit him with question 1.
All right. Your first question is in the category of sci-fi fantasy. Which film in the Men in Black series involves a villainous alien that travels back in time to kill Agent K?
This is the one with the Pitbull song, isn't it?
I have no
Thanks for
idea.
giving the hint.
Yeah, not a fan of this one.
Well,
Oh, crap.
second one. The second one is the only really bad one, but first
Hey.
Man, this is why we stopped bantering there over
4,
Yeah.
3, 2,
Especially with a movie with 3 movies in the franchise.
Oh, that's the thing. I disagree.
Get away
As
with
much as
that
I hate
banter,
2,
but-
I think 3 is the worst.
All right. So let's go ahead and get some answers because I think I might have just given it away for a couple players. Subroth, what do you have?
Man in Black 3.
That is correct. Henry?
MI3.
All right. Dominic?
Yep.
You
He got
Men
it.
in Black 3. Andrew?
Men in
Men in
Black,
Black 3.
All right. And Jan?
MIB3.
And finally, Dan.
All right.
Men in Black 3
Awesome.
from Dan. All right. One's across the
Excellent.
board, and I definitely may need to watch what I say during the banter. Let's move on to question number 2.
Sorry for this one, Alex.
Of course, you give me this one. Question is in the category of animated. Which Disney princess has a pet chameleon named Pascal?
Such hatred in the way you read that.
You put in 2 of my least favorite categories. Of course, you're going to get some vitriol.
I don't know how you can
That
hate.
thing is, I didn't test this question, but I would have known the answer.
Oh, well, there you go. You can't be so mad at me then.
No, I can still be mad at you. I'm always gonna be mad at you.
4,
All right.
3, 2, 1. Markers down, please.
All right. This time, let us start with Dan.
No, I didn't get it. I think I know what movie it's from, but I didn't get the name of the princess.
All right. Let's go on to Andrew.
Rapunzel.
Correct. All right. Over to Dominic. And no, did not have it. All right.
I was
And
about to
over
write down Rapunzel, but I didn't write it down in time, so I don't think so.
All right.
You can ask for a repeat by the way, guys. You get 3 for the
Yep.
match.
And I noticed Dominic has a bit of lag. We'll have to account for that for a couple times, but that's okay. Let's move on to Henry.
Yeah, I didn't have it.
All right.
No shocker there.
And Jan.
I said Jasmine.
Okay. And finally, Subroth.
I didn't get it.
Okay. And then that's everybody. So let's
All
move on
right.
to question number 3.
All right. Question number 3, guys, is in the category of Tarantino. Which Tarantino film has a badass title sequence set to the song Little Green Bag?
Can you repeat that one for me?
Yes. Which Tarantino film has a badass title sequence set to the song Little Green Bag?
And that's the first repeat charge to Andrew for the match. All
I
right.
think, if you may not know song titles, that might throw you off.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Repeat. One more for
All
me.
right.
Oh,
Okay.
one for Henry.
Which
Thank
Tarantino film has a badass title sequence set to the song Little Green Bag?
And 5, 4,
3, 2,
2,
1.
1. The marker's down. I'm going to go ahead and start with Andrew on this one.
Is it Death Proof?
That is incorrect.
Sorry.
Let's go over to Dominic.
Didn't have it.
Okay. Over to Jan.
I said Django Unchained.
Oh, also incorrect. Subroth.
I thought so.
I think I did 2 options, but I put Pulp Fiction.
Oh, you're the closest so far. Over to Dan.
I put Planet Terror.
Ooh. And finally, Henry.
Kill Bill Volume 2.
Oh, my God. Reservoir Dogs was the
It's
answer.
Reservoir Dogs, guys.
I was thinking of that.
I was thinking Death
Oh,
Proof.
when okay.
Yeah.
Because I remember the song at the beginning when they were walking through the motion.
All right. And we'll move on to the next question. Question number 4 comes in one of my favorite categories, comedy. In the film Role Models, young Ronnie says that all white people are what celebrity?
Ooh.
Wow.
Can you hear me?
Goddamn, these are tough. These are really tough.
Jeremy's pulling no punches tonight, and I love it.
Let me go first so I can say my quote.
I think they'll get a lot easier, guys.
We'll see.
Let me go first so I can say my quote.
Can I repeat on it?
All right, sure enough. In the category of comedy, in the film Role Models, young Ronnie says that all white people are what celebrity?
See, I told you. I can go deep if I know the movies.
I have no clue.
3, 2,
Guess the celebrity, guys.
1. Markers down. We'll give him an extra second because we did have a repeat dump time. And I will start with Henry on this one.
Fuck you, Reindeer Games, Ben Affleck.
That is correct. All right. Let's go over to Subroth.
I put Tom Cruise.
Oh, not a bad guess.
Good,
but
very
no.
good guess.
All right. Over to Jan.
I've never seen the movie, so I thought it would be like insulting. So I said Mike and Sarah.
Oh,
Yeah, not bad. Not bad. All right. Over to Dan.
I said Brad Pitt.
Ooh, also close, but no. And Andrew?
I didn't put anything. I didn't have it.
Okay. And I believe, did we get everybody for that round?
Dominic?
Dominic?
Oh, we didn't get Dominic. No.
Dominic?
Dominic.
Oh, it's his
I
last.
think he's frozen.
No,
I didn't get it. I've never seen this.
Okay.
All right.
I didn't
All
get
right,
it. I've
guys.
never seen this movie.
Sorry. Your next question,
Hello?
guys, is in
Hello?
the category. Oh, your next question is in the category of quotes. Which Star Wars character said, "Why you slimy, double-crossing, no good swindler"?
Come on.
First or last name or both?
First.
We'll accept first or both.
Yeah. First only is fine. I think I just put all the hard ones first. All right. Which Star Wars character said, "Why you slimy, double-crossing, no good swindler"?
Am I still good or am I still lagging? Can you guys see me?
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah,
it's just a slight
and-
lag now, so it's better.
Oh, that's good.
You're good, Dominic. Harley, yes, I can hear you, but you're still a little faint. And I'm giving you 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Markers down, gentlemen. All right, let's go ahead and get some answers. We will start with Jam this time.
I said Leia.
Oh, sorry,
that's
no.
Correct. And over to Subroth.
It was Finn, wasn't it?
That was not
No.
Finn. No.
Yes.
All right, over to Dan.
Lando.
He
There you
got
go.
That is
Dan.
correct for a point. Over to Henry.
Oh, Donald Glover, Lando.
Correct. And Dominic.
Lando Calrissian.
There you go.
And Andrew.
I put Han.
Oh.
It was Tuhan.
All right.
He's the
Yeah,
swindler.
yeah.
All right, moving on. Question number 6 comes in the category of action adventure. In which film does a character have foster parents named Todd and Janelle?
Such a softball, guys. Come on.
What?
Honestly,
Can I go first so I can say my quote again?
All right. Just
Fine.
repeat again, please.
All right. In the category of action adventure, in which film does a character have foster parents named Todd and Janelle?
Please let me go first so I can quote again.
Holy shit! I should know this.
Hold the count.
Okay, that also helped. You can hear me good now?
Yep. All right. And now we're going to give him 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Markers down. And this time we will start with Henry again.
She's not my mom, Todd. T2 Judgment Day.
Oh,
That is
correct.
correct.
All right. And over to Dominic.
Almost didn't get this. Terminator 2 Judgment
Ooh,
Day.
we got it.
Correct. All right. Over to Andrew.
I couldn't pull it.
All right. And Jan?
I like that movie, but I didn't retain that piece of information.
Okay.
Uh,
And over to Subroth.
I just remembered it after you said it. I didn't.
Okay. And finally, Dan.
Nah, I didn't get it either.
The repeat didn't help him. All right.
All right, guys. And the next one is in the category of drama. The films Spotlight and Gone Baby Gone take place in which U.S. city?
I got it. Just on Spotlight.
Sorry to our overseas fans.
I actually know this one.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
I like this question.
I was going to say, I know a couple of panelists who will like this question.
Oh, yeah. We won't name names.
Please don't.
You said Spotlight, right?
Yes.
Spotlight's on you, loser. Boom, roasted.
Ooh. Got it.
All right. Calm down with the boom roasted, Michael Scott. Giving you 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, markers down. I'm going to go ahead and start with Andrew on this one.
Is it Boston?
It is Boston. That was my big hint. All right, over to Dan.
Boston.
All right, the two Bostonian boys get it. Let's see who else got it. Henry?
It's fucking Boston.
Fucking A. All right, let's go over to Dominic.
I like damn apples. Boston.
I like those apples a lot. Let's go over to Jen.
Applesauce.
Can't go a step without seeing a church in Boston.
There you go.
And finally, Subroth.
So before I, did you guys ask state or city?
You didn't get it.
City.
I wrote Boston, but then I changed to Massachusetts.
Sorry, we asked city. I'm sorry, buddy.
You should have hedged your bets with Boston, Massachusetts.
You could ask for those repeats if you need. All right. They're going to hate me on this last one.
All right, and the last one I actually kind of love you for. All right, in the category of 70s movies,
Oh, boy.
the film in which a young man who is obsessed with death falls in love with a 79-year-old woman.
Oh, Thanos.
Thanos.
Spoilers.
You need a repeat, Dan?
Yeah.
All right.
I could see it in his face.
All right, the category is 70s movies, and the question, name the film in which a young man who is obsessed with death falls in love with a 79-year-old woman.
That's a movie I recommend to everybody. It's a good one.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Markers down.
All right, we're going to get some answers. I'm going to start with Jan on this one.
It's going to be one of those I haven't seen.
All right, over to Subroth.
Was it Dead Becomes Her?
No, it was not. All right, over to
It came out
Dan.
in the 90s.
No, I didn't get it. I'll be honest with you, boy. I'm going to be punching myself.
All right.
You will.
All right, over to Henry.
I didn't get it either. I'm curious if I've at least heard of it.
All right, and over to Dominic.
Dominic!
Ingmar Bergman movie that came out. Harold and Maude.
That is
it
correct.
was.
Oh, wow.
And
Harold
finally,
and Maude.
Andrew.
I didn't get it.
All right.
One of you
Well-
got it. Wow.
All right. Well, that brings us to the end of round number 1. And Harley, I will get you to confirm with me the scores, please.
Leading, right?
Dominic and Henry are tied at 5. Andrew and Dan are tied at 3. Jan has 2, and Subrath has 1.
Boom, roasted.
Beating Sabrath. That's all I want.
All right. I actually have Subroth at 2 points.
During my technical issues, I may have missed something.
All right. Well,
So we have a tie with Jan
We
and
have
Sura.
we have a
you
tie for
only got 1. You only got MIB3 right. Didn't get anything else. Paid attention, but okay. It's whatever.
Yeah, I think that that very well could be the. I'm pretty sure that's.
All right. I might have miscounted something.
Did he get Lando? He didn't.
No, he did not.
He said Finn.
Okay. Oh, that's right. And he didn't get Boston.
He's not arguing
I
it, so I think he got one.
I think
All
Jan's
right.
correct there.
I think Jan is correct. So,
Yeah.
unfortunately,
Right now, yeah.
that means, Subroth,
Yeah.
you are the first player eliminated from tonight's match. Good effort. Your night for scoring points is done. Happy to have you sit in watching live here on the panel with us, but with your mic muted, please. On that note, we will move into round
Love you,
number
Subroth.
2 with the 5 remaining players we have. And this is what we love to call the lottery round. We will get contestants to choose from a random assortment of numbers, but we will leave one extra number in the lot. We will then run a random number generator, and if a player's chosen number is pulled, they will get to pick the category we play in round number 2. However, if the one number that nobody picked is pulled, players are forced to answer from a secret category that Jeremy has written you all will hate, and I will love watching you suffer through. So, on that note, we have a tie for first place. So, very quickly doing some math here. I need first for Dominic to pick 2 numbers between 1 and 8.
Not getting your audio, buddy.
Just wait.
1 and 8. All right, so I'm gonna go with 2 and 6.
2 and 6 from Dominic. Okay.
Oh.
And then let's go on to
Did
Henry.
you hear me?
Yeah.
4 and 5.
Did you hear me? Did you get my numbers?
Yeah, we got it.
Yeah, Jeremy just isn't understanding the lag yet. He'll catch
right.
on.
All right, and then we will go over to Andrew for a number.
It's 1 through 8, right?
Yep, and 2, 6, 4, and 5 are off the table.
All right, I'm choosing 8.
All right. Dan, go to you next.
Somebody took the number I was going to choose, so I guess I'll take number 1.
Okay. And then finally, Jan, you have the choice between number 3 or number 7.
I'll go with 7.
7. Okay. I will run the random number generator. If number 3 comes up, everyone is going to hate life, but we will see what everyone's fate is. And looky, it is number 2. That means that Dominic gets to pick the category. Jeremy,
All right.
tell him his options.
All right, Dominic, here are your options of the categories you can pick in round 2 that everybody will have to play. There'll be 4 questions from each of these categories. You have movies set in Hawaii, 1970s science fiction. I'm sure that one will be popular. The aforementioned Ben Affleck. X-Men. That's the X-Men franchise. 2010's rom-coms, so that's romantic comedies from the current decade. Or you could choose the secret category, which would be worth double points if you chose it, but they're going to be really tough questions, so that would be up to you.
Where's my Middle Earth category, Jeremy? Come on.
Sorry about that, buddy.
All right, so
It was in another match.
Okay, so no, you're good.
Yeah, I saw that one.
All right, so since this is my first match, I'm gonna go for one that I'm familiar with. I'll go it a little bit easy on the rest of you because, like I said, I haven't really met you yet. So I'll go X-Men.
All right.
Okay.
Jeremy, if you don't mind, I think the Wolverine should handle the X-Men questions.
Did you guys get that?
Yep, we
Am
got
I still lagging?
Be my guess.
You have
All right.
so many nicknames. It's confusing.
Yeah, I know.
Trying to copy me with all the nicknames.
My dissociative identity disorder is out of control lately. But let's move on. Question number 1
All right, cool.
in the category of X-Men. In X2, X-Men United, Jason, a mutant with mind control powers, is the son of what character?
Come on.
I dare say this is a good movie.
I dare say it isn't, but that's
Really?
just me.
Wow, okay.
We can talk about that another day when we get an X-Men Full Metal 5. All right, let's give him a 5, 4, a 3, 2, and a 1. Markers down.
It's a good movie, but I don't think they've done this decade.
All right, first we will go to Henry.
I don't know. Cyclops?
Incorrect.
I
All
got
right.
one that Henry didn't.
All right, over to Jan to confirm.
Said William Stryker.
That is correct.
That is correct.
William Stryker.
I was actually
All right.
thinking.
Over to Dominic. Professor X. All right. Not a bad guess considering the powers, but no. All right, over to Dan.
Professor X.
I'll also guess Professor X. And
I
finally,
screwed up. I said Professor X. I was thinking of Legion.
Yeah.
yeah, all right. And finally, over to Andrew.
I also put Professor X.
Okay.
Oh shit! I'm the only
My
one.
bad.
Good job.
I
Good
screwed
job,
up.
man.
I should have known that. So.
All right. Let's move on to question number 2. Which character said, "Everyone thinks it's a full-time job. Wake up a hero, brush your teeth a hero, go to work a hero"? Not true. I could say something about my line reading for that, but it would be a giveaway.
I should have known that.
Again, I gotta really stop dropping hints when I banter.
You controlled yourself. You controlled yourself.
Just shut it. Yeah.
Even saying that was a hint.
Yeah, that was.
That's why I'm being quiet. I want to comment on these, but I'm just going to be quiet.
All right. Giving you 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Markers down. This time I will start with Andrew.
Wolverine.
Incorrect. All right. Over to Dominic.
It is Colossus.
It is
Deadpool.
Colossus. And you are right. It was Deadpool. All right. Over to Henry.
Did you eat your protein bar? Colossus.
Correct.
Did I even spell that right? Probably not.
No, you didn't, but that's all right.
No.
Over to Jan.
Oh, that's right. He says it in Deadpool. I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
All right. And Dan also flipped his answer, and he said Wolverine as well. All right. Let's
That
move
was
on.
first time.
I thought he repeated that.
All right. Next question in the category of X-Men. Who played Angel Salvador in X-Men First Class?
Boy, I have things I want to say right here. But unlike certain other hosts, I will be restrained.
What, you want to talk smack about the best X-Men movie that didn't have Hugh Jackman in it for more than 2 seconds? Feel free.
100% agree.
Terrific movie.
I like Apocalypse, so me and X-Men compared to other people is weird.
Yeah, well,
I like Apocalypse too.
All right.
I hate Apocalypse.
I
I
love
like
it.
Apocalypse too, so.
All right. Let's give it 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Start off with Jan.
Days to Future Past is the best X-Men movie. I don't have
All right. Arguable and okay. Over to Dan.
Put Zoe Kravitz.
Whoa, we
That
got
is
it.
Correct.
Good job, Dan.
All right. Over to Henry.
Zoe Kravitz.
Correct.
She's
Andrew?
also really good in Fury Road.
I couldn't pull it.
Okay.
I
And
knew it was a black actress. Huh?
Lenny Kravitz's daughter and also was in Big Little Lies and Californication, Zoe Kravitz.
correct on all fronts. I like it. All right. And moving on to your final question in the category of X-Men. In the best X-Men franchise movie, not starring Deadpool, Logan.
Thank you.
In the opening of Logan, he is a limo driver in which Texas city?
Oh, wow.
The deepest cut. I apologize.
Only
Not really. Henry's there licking.
No,
Yeah, I mean,
no confidence on this.
I mean,
one.
I know you would have known it in 2 seconds, Alex, but it's still pretty deep.
Can you repeat it, please?
Sure.
Almost every.
All right. In the opening of Logan, Logan is a limo driver in which Texas city? Thanks for the
Again,
close-up, Henry.
city, not state.
Which Texas state?
Exactly. Lone Star?
2, 1, markers down.
All right. Let's get some answers. I'm going to start off with Dan on this one.
I got El Paso.
That is correct. All right. Over to Jan.
I said San Jose. That's strong.
Oh,
Damn,
Wrong side of the border.
Not bad, but not quite. All right. Over to Andrew.
I had El Paso, but my dumbass, when I repeated it, put down, erased it or crossed it out and put down Dallas.
Oh, okay. And over to Henry.
Fuck! I put El Paso.
Ah, you son of a
All right. And finally, Dominic.
I screwed up. I put Austin.
Oh,
Let's go!
And that was important for both players because, on that note, Harley, double check this with me, but at the end of round number 2, we will unfortunately be saying goodbye to Jan and Andrew, both of whom have a total of 3 points for the match. Moving on, with the lead at 8 points will be Dominic, Henry right behind with 7, and Dan with an impressive 2 in that round to get himself up to 5.
I have it the
I'm in the lead?
I got
Right.
8.
No, I
I
have
have at least
Henry
8.
had a lot.
Oh, wait, sorry, I flipped that around. Henry's
There
in the
we
lead
go.
with 8,
There you
Dominic's
go.
right behind with 7,
Sorry,
and then
buddy.
Dan is at 5.
All right.
Sorry, the two of you are right next to each other on my score sheet. That's what I was looking at.
Yeah.
All right, but either way, you're both in the final round. So now's the time for the fun to begin. It is the Double Jeopardy round. And here's how it works. Contestants will have 5 questions from a predetermined set of random categories. You get one right, you gain a point. You get one wrong, you lose a point. We will continue until 2 players have been mathematically eliminated from competition, or if, like last week's match, there's a tie at the end of the round, we will go to a sudden death tiebreaker. So, Henry, Dominic, and Dan, are you ready?
What does Dan have?
Ready.
He has 5.
Just making sure.
All right. If we're ready, Jeremy,
All right.
I'll give you the con for the whole round. Let's
Okay.
find tonight's one player to rule them all. Hit it.
All right, guys, let's do this. Your first question is in actors and actresses. Who starred in the following films? The Frisco Kid, The Mosquito Coast, and Random Hearts. All movies I've seen, because I roll that way.
And you're 87, but that's okay.
Yeah. 79, actually.
I would have 75, but okay.
All right. I see some nervous faces. Let's go ahead and give them 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's get the drama over with. We're going to start off with Henry since he's in the lead.
Emilio Estevez.
Incorrect. All right, over to Dan.
Harrison Ford.
He got it.
Correct. And Dominic.
Harrison Ford.
All right. And with that,
Sorry, Henry.
now Dominic's in the lead, 8-7 against Henry. All right.
All right. Next question, guys, is in the category of kind of a tough one, taglines. What horror classic has the tagline, "The Night He Came Home"?
Wow. Somewhere in the wilds of
Did
the
I
night.
get a repeat there?
I'm sorry, I need a repeat?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, in the category of taglines, what horror classic has the tagline, "The Night He Came Home"?
And somewhere in the nether, out in the wild, Luca the Butcher Fallon is screaming to the heavens.
Yeah. We said horror classic, so that's a given.
There's that, and also the fact that I'm hiding under my bed.
You can count on those two things.
All right. Let's give him a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Markers down. I'm going to start with Dominic on this one.
I suck at horror. I didn't get it.
Okay. And over to Henry.
Halloween.
Correct.
That is correct.
And that swings again. And Dan.
Halloween.
Whoa!
Correct.
Oh my God! Wow! All right. Now we go on to '90s movies. Which film from the '90s has the characters Debo and Big Worm?
Oh, come on.
Wow, bitch! Good timing for this one.
Repeat.
All right. Which film from the '90s has the characters Debo and Big Worm?
Fucking with my. Damn it! I can't quote anything.
Henry made it to round 3.
YouTube comments. Can I get someone to screen cap the "wow, bitch" and make that a GIF?
And Dan, that was John. That was your third repeat.
That was Dan's final repeat of the match. Yes.
Yeah, but you took somebody else's repeat in place of mine that time. 2 people had repeat at the same time. You took Subrats.
You can do 2 repeats in 1 round.
So I'm
Yeah.
saying 2 people
right.
did it at the same time. When you took Subrats, you didn't take mine.
That is true. That is true. That is only your second repeat. Then you are correct. Let's give you 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Markers down. This time I am going to start with Dan, actually.
I didn't get it.
Okay. And over to Henry.
Fucking with my emotions, Smokey. Friday.
That is correct. And over to Dominic.
Friday.
That is correct as well.
All right. Your next question. You only got 2 more here. Everyone's still in the game, right? No one's eliminated.
That's correct.
Okay.
Dan's very close, though.
And I apologize to Jan right now as he didn't make it to round 3. Your next category is Middle Earth. In the Hobbit films, what is the name? I'm sorry. This got reworded. Okay.
All right.
What is the name of the forest that the characters travel through and face dangers, including giant spiders? What region is the forest in?
Actually, Jeremy, your wording of it here on my side is pretty good. So if you want, I can give I'll give a free repeat with clearer wording.
Yes. Yeah.
All right.
Please.
All right. In the category of Middle Earth, in the Hobbit films, the forest that the characters travel through and face dangers, including giant spiders, is in which region?
Thank you. I screwed myself over with different files.
I may have just made this word up. So Probably got to look.
We'll see. It's how it usually goes with my answers about the Middle Earth films.
Oh yeah, yeah.
All right, let's give them 5,
Any combination of letters together, and you're
3, 2, 1. Markers down. I'm going to go to Henry first.
I don't know. Minas Tirith?
Incorrect. Over to Dan.
I put Idle Wayne.
Ooh, okay. And finally, Dominic.
Okay, so you said the region, so I wasn't sure if this is right, but I put Markwood.
That is correct.
Oh.
And with that,
Dan is
we have Dan, unfortunately, eliminated, 1 question away from the final. Dominic is in the lead with 9, and Henry is right behind with 8. So this last question is going to be the make or break. It's going to be the end of the game. Jeremy, hit him with the final question.
And I love you, Dan. Great job, man. One of your best games.
I thought I was out.
You are out. You are out.
Oh, okay.
Sorry,
All right.
you were eliminated, but you
I
did
didn't-
great.
All right, never mind.
All
clear my
All
thing.
right, guys, for all the marbles, your last question is in the category of scores and soundtracks. What is the name of the legendary song in 1976's Rocky that plays during the training montage?
Oh, come on.
And now, of course, Dan knows one.
This
It's
is
just
where,
the way it always goes.
Of course, we're both going to get it right, and I'm still
We
going to
will
lose.
see if the pressure can trip the players up.
We're both going to get it right, and I'm going to lose.
Harley, Jeremy, I will ask. Do not reveal until we hear both players' answers, and I'll do the final call. All right, let's give them 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Markers down. Henry, your answer.
The Eye of the Tiger.
And Dominic?
It's Survivor. It's the first Rocky, right? Survivor?
And your winner in his debut match, Dominic Rizzi. Both incorrect. It was Gonna Fly Now.
Gonna fly now.
Survivor
Yeah,
was
Eye
the
of the Tiger is Rocky 3.
Fuck.
Oh,
Wow, that was a
weeks.
good one.
2 debuts.
Wow.
God.
2 new players winning in their debut. Holy shit. Let's get started.
Oh, my God.
Dominic, I said it at the beginning of the match. You're a debuting player here in Worldwide Movie Games. You're a debuting player here in Full Metal. Just like Jonathan Peck last week. You came in and you smoked it. You won. You took on a Titan and you beat him. How are you feeling after that?
Oh, man. Well, I almost had a heart attack 3 different times during this entire game. I thought I was screwed that first round because I missed a Disney question, a Quentin Tarantino question, and a Quentin Tarantino question in both rounds. And the funny thing is that for that Tarantino question, yes, but I didn't write down at the time. I never seen Role Model, so I was screwed. But once we got into round 1, I felt a little bit comfortable. Round 2, obviously X-Men, that's my forte. Had a couple screw-ups that one. But then round 3, I took it home. I suck at movie taglines, but... And yeah, I feel really good winning, and because I love movie trivia, and yeah, it's good to know that I still got it.
All right, yeah, and like I said, you came in, no expectations from anybody in the group, and you killed it. Congrats, dude! You earned this one, and definitely some respect coming your way from the rest of the group. That said, because he did make it all the way to the final question, I just want to get a couple of words from Henry. Henry, how are you feeling after that? You were right back and forth with Dominic that entire game, and it just came down to you both missing that last question. How are you feeling after that?
Well, I won the first week that I played. I got a couple call-out matches coming on. I got the winners match. So, no, I'm just kidding. That was a great match. It was a lot of fun. He won fair and square. I should have gotten the Tarantino because I was thinking of opening scenes, not the opening credits, so that messed me up because with Reservoir Dogs, like, oh, they're talking about Madonna. So, yeah. So, good job. Congrats. Hopefully see you in Derby Trivia. Get you a team partner. We still got spots open.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
All right, absolutely. And Jeremy, Harley, before we wrap things up for the night, do you have any thoughts on the match as well?
Oh, it was a good one. Some of the best performances from players like Henry and Dan. I was so glad to see those guys score high. But, yeah, obviously the story is Dominic. I got to know him a little bit earlier today, and I had a feeling, this guy is definitely going to be a name everyone's going to know. So I'm excited about that. I apologize if some of the questions were a little hard tonight, but, these guys still perform great, and that's just what we look for. So I'm excited.
right.
All in all, with me, I just love to see good competition, and also like the surprise entrance when you got a new guy who comes in and kills it. Like last week we had Jonathan Peck. This week we've got Dominic. Like everyone played good. Like Dan played really good himself. Henry, of course, he played pretty good. Jan, Alex. We've got this other person here that I think it's Silkbath. Sorry, Silkbath.
Why does he get so much hate?
Oh,
Soap bath.
I'll be the one to say it on the panel. I love you, my man.
I love
Thank
you
you
too.
for coming out tonight. And on that note, everyone did play amazing. I think I've given enough thoughts on the match. So let's go ahead and wrap things up for the evening. Henry did allude to one thing, though, and that is this ain't the last you're going to see of him this week. It won't be the last you see of me or Jeremy this week either here at Full Metal, because we do have a special challenge match coming up later on in the week. Henry, along with the winners of other winners of weeks 1 through 5 of Full Metal Trivia, will be playing off against Season 1 champion Jessica Morgan in a special challenge match. There's a couple of added stipulations to that match as well, and definitely an interesting prize, which will be revealed during the match. So watch out for that later this week on the Worldwide Movie Games Network. On that note, if you are watching us live, thank you so much for watching us here on the Full Metal Live channel. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. If you aren't watching us live, you're likely watching us on Worldwide Movie Games, along with all the other amazing content produced by Movie Battleground and Henry's own There Will Be Trivia, as he tries to Hulk out and psych me out here on the video. That said, like all the channels, follow all the channels on Facebook, check us out on Twitter if you can find us, and as Henry just whispered, you will see us later this week in the Full Metal Winter Challenge match. That's when you will see us next time on Full Metal Trivia. Good night.